What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. It's a hot day out here in Florida, but nevertheless we're out here, and today I'm going to use my own negligence to show you when you need to replace either your control arms or when you need to align your car. Alright, so for today I'm going to be using the GTI as an example. Right here we have my daily GTI 20th anniversary. Paint a little bit rough, but it's okay, gets the job done. And then in the last video you guys took a peek at what's to come. I'm also going to take this car out because this car also needs control arms, and I'm going to show you how to get under the car and show how to tell if it needs control arms or not. If I'm not mistaken, when I drove this car last, it made a clunk noise whenever I drove it, and whenever I would like accelerate or turn, it would go like clunk, and it would be kind of weird. And then I took a look under, and of course the bushing is done, but you guys don't know what it looks like, so I'm going to show you guys. Here we go. So first things first, I'm going to take this jack and jack up the car, that way we can get under it and take a peek. But before we do any of that, if you don't even have a jack, you don't even have to jack up the car. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get in your car, start it so the power steering works, and then you're gonna turn the wheel all the way to one side. I'm turning it all the way to the left. And then you can turn it off if you like, or keep it running. But the first thing you're going to look at is your tire. As you can see, this one is wearing out on the inner. This usually means that you either have a bad alignment or your control arm bushings are bad. Because as you can see, the rest of the tire is good, but the inner is bad. Now we're going to go to the other side of the car. And as you can see, the same thing is happening on this side as well. See right there. And the control arm, let me see, is right there. Right there. So we gotta get under the car and take a peek and see how that bushing in there is. Now your control arm might be a little bit different, which is why we're gonna get under the BMW as well, because you might have a different style of control arm. You might have kind of what the BMW has like, or maybe what the GTI has like, or just a complete different one. Either way, you want to look at that bushing and see if it has tears in it. So we're going to jack up the car now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Alright, now that I got the car jacked up, we can take a look under here. And sure enough, look at that bushing. It is toasted. This causes your alignment to be out of whack, and it causes your tires to wear unevenly. So every time the car goes forward, this moves backwards and it hits the bolt, and that's the clunking that I hear. And yeah, that's a bad bushing right there. That bad bushing causes your car to be out of alignment, and it causes uneven wear in the tire. As you can see, the inner of the tire is basically wearing too fast compared to the other. We're gonna need new tires. So that is the passenger side. Now you can jack up the other side and check the driver's side as well. It's more than likely going to be bad. This car has 180,000 miles. I don't know when's the last time they changed that. They probably never did. And just decided to keep changing the tires, because that is what you would have to do. If you don't change the bushing, keep changing the tires. It's kind of like when a car has too much camber, and you know, those stance boys out there, they keep changing or rotating the tires because they wear only a very minimal side of the tire. That's basically the same thing here. And then this side, on the driver's side, it's a little bit more exposed. This tire definitely needs to be changed as soon as possible. I'm not even gonna jack this side up because I already know because of this tire that the bushing is bad. Because I would have to jack up the car and go to this side. Maybe I can get underneath here real quick and see if I can show you. Let's see. Oh, yep, I can see it. Let's see if you guys can see it too. See? That bushing right there is toast. It is toast. Trying to focus, let the camera focus, but right there's like a little hole. See if I can point to it. Right there's like a hole, and you can see that the bushing is done. See, it's done. All right, so that's what that looks like in my GTI. Now I am going to put the car down, take the 335 out, because that one has a little bit different control arms, and just so you get an idea, just in case your car has the same control arms as either of these. So yeah, I'm gonna take the 335 out and then jack it up and then show you the bad control arms in that car. Alright guys, so I don't drive this car much, so obviously the tires don't get a lot of exposure to, you know, the road, so they don't wear that much, right? So if you, let's say you just put new tires on and you go to turn your wheel all the way to one side, right? Here's what it's gonna look like. Well, they're gonna look new, right? So this is what a good tire should look like per se, you know, evenly worn. So with this one, we're gonna have to jack it up because you can't really see. And we go to this side. See, tire's brand new. I gotta get under there and actually take a look at the control arm and move it a little bit or see if the bushing is bad. So let me jack this car up and then we'll get under the car, take a look at it, and see what a bad control arm looks like, and that basically offsets your alignment and makes the tires wear like the GTI wears. Alright, so I got the car jacked up, as you can see. Got the jack stand for security purposes. We're gonna get under here and take a look what we got. Alright, so ignore how dirty it is. Here's the control arm right here for this car. See how it's different than the other one? The other one has like a triangle that connects. This one has two. I believe this is the tension arm. And then I forgot what that one's called, but yeah, it's connected by two different arms. The other one is just a single arm. So here's the bushing that we want to focus on. Obviously that one too. We'll take a look at both. The other one only had one bushing, this one has two. So let's take a look. Alright, and off the bat, you can see that it's cracked, or it's beginning to crack. Now if we see, I mean, it shouldn't be as easy to move with your hand, you know. And that one looks okay. Yeah, I don't see any cracks on that one. Or actually, yeah, right there is one. If the phone would focus, there's a crack right there, so it's beginning This one's definitely toast. I can see it. See that? That is toast. I'm gonna get a flathead just to jolt it around, you know, move it around a little bit. That way you can see how it moves. All right, I got myself a pry bar. That way we can give it a you know, a good pry. Stick your pry bar in there, and if it moves, see, that's too easy. I'm moving it with ease here. Here, let me see if I can get a better angle. See that? I don't know if you could tell, but it's moving quite a bit. Shouldn't be able to move that easy. Gotta have some resistance. Look at that. That's a bad bushing in your control arm. That's what bad control arms look like. We had two different styles of control arms. I'm not really quite sure what they're called. But as you can see in the GTI, it wore out the tire very unevenly, causing the tires to prematurely have to be changed. On my BMW, I don't drive it that much. I drove it probably once or twice. I heard the clunk. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm freaking sweating. It's hot. It's hot out here in Florida. That's one of the reasons why, like, I didn't continue driving the car, because I knew that the control arms were bad. There's other things I gotta fix with it. I gotta change the coolant reservoir expansion tank, as it's called in this car. Gotta change the control arms. I gotta make a bracket for the oil cooler, because the oil cooler is kind of just dangling there. And yeah, that's why I lost motivation in the car, but as you can see, I'm slowly getting back into working on it. All right guys, so in conclusion, if your tire is wearing, just like you saw mine where there was a strip showing of like wire, or it was like, you know, kind of exposed, it could be one of the two things. Either your control arm bushing is bad or your alignment is out of whack. More than likely it's your control arm causing your alignment to be out of whack, because usually you would have to like hit a pothole really hard in order for your alignment to go out of whack. Or if you just replaced your control arms, you have to get your car aligned and up to spec. So take a look under your car, guys. If your tires are wearing abnormally, it's more than likely your control arms or your tension rod, something of the suspension, you know, connecting the wheel hub to the car. There's usually bushings there that are made out of rubber, and those bushings with time, you know, they get fragile because it's rubber. So, you know, with time, it just so happens that they rip, or they break, they you know, they go bad. So I do recommend that you know, take a look under your car every now and then, see if your bushing is about to go. That way you don't have to replace bushings and tire. All right, now that that's done, I am going to put these cars back in the garage. Well, this one, I'm gonna put this one back in the garage. It's still dailying the other one. And probably gonna go and order some control arms for the daily, and 2 new tires, unfortunately. It is hot out here in Florida today. Whew. I sweated a lot just moving the cars back and forth and just jacking them up. I didn't even do like any real work. But yeah, it's a short video of showing you guys, you know, giving you some insight on how to know if your alignment is out of whack, or if your control arm bushings are bad. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you found it a little bit informative. I used my own negligence on the GTI because, you know, I didn't check it. So stay on top of your cars, stay on top of your maintenance, guys. This is your certified Mexican, out.